No, you don't need another set of notebooks when you still have a mountain of them lost over in Narnia somewhere. What you really need for back to school is to tackle the academic hexagon. Now, after years of almost compulsively collecting various diplomas and certificates, I came to the realization that these 6 components kept coming back with every single new academic challenge I faced. Together, they determined my level of success and the likelihood of burnout, so listen carefully. The academic hex is made up of 6 areas that you need to get your grasp on in order for the whole shebang to work, okay? We have source, objective, conscientiousness, the trifecta, external motivators, and lapses/relapses. Let us begin with number 1, source. Why should you care? Why should you spend countless hours of your time trying to understand a mathematical formula that you know very well will not serve you at all? Ever again. Think of your why as the source of your motivation throughout your academic journey. It's the water bottle you always carry in your backpack while traveling to help give you that much needed, refreshing boost to keep going. Now, without it, if you have nothing to reach for, nothing to fuel you, the rest of these areas simply won't matter. And I'm not talking about shallow reasons why you want to do well in college or university. I'm talking about the types of whys that almost define you to your core, hence the word source. For example, my reason for why I wanted to get good grades was because I wanted to be able to make enough money to help my parents retire early. I also wanted to understand and study health in all of its forms, like nutrition, psychology, epidemiology, so that I have a solid baseline knowledge that will again serve me and my family in the long run. With those whys in my pocket, I had and still do not have any problems plowing through my studies because my source is constantly reminding me what I'm fighting for. Number 2, objective. I know you're bored of hearing about this one, but you will not get far if you have no destination. Where are you going? And be precise. What most people don't tell you, and a lot of us fail to do, is to work backwards. I heard so many freshmen say, oh, I know what my goal is. It's to become a psychologist and have my own clinic. To me, that's just as efficient as saying, I want to be rich. Okay, but how exactly are you gonna do that? A real objective exhausts the question, okay, but how? Until there is nothing left to answer. I would recommend you start by going on LinkedIn or Indeed or Monster and you start looking at available positions in your field. You will be shooked at how many different titles and subcategories you will find that you had no idea even existed. Once you hone down on your top 3, let's say, ask yourself, okay, but how do I get there? You do your research and you see that you need 4 years experience and a PhD in clinical psychology, let's say, okay? But how do you get that? Then you find out that you need these prerequisites, these grades, these internships, these connections, and the list goes on until you have no more but how to answer. You feel me? Number 3, conscientiousness. Conscientiousness is one of the 5 personality traits of the Big 5 personality theory. A person scoring high in conscientiousness usually has a high level of self-discipline. Standard features of this personality trait include high levels of thoughtfulness, good impulse control, and goal-directed behaviors. Highly conscientious people tend to be organized and mindful of details. They plan ahead, think about how their behavior affects others, and are mindful of deadlines, of course. Now, although some of you might argue against this, there are ways to develop and increase your level of conscientiousness. The key is identifying and targeting the sub-traits of conscientiousness that you have difficulty with. These are, listen carefully, self-efficacy, orderliness, dutifulness, achievement striving, self-discipline, and or cautiousness. As you can probably tell, this is a whole nother topic within itself, so if you would like me to dedicate an entire video to this subject, give this video a thumbs up, and when we get it up to 500 likes, I will definitely have that ready for you. Pinky promise. Moving on to number 4, the trifecta. I know this kind of sounds like 3 areas in one, but I decided to group them together because they are intertwined. Sleep, food, and exercise. You need all 3 in order to ace your exams. And I don't want to hear, yeah, Anna, but I pulled an all-nighter with a diet of like 3 Red Bulls and I aced my biology final. Yes, but that's one exam. What about the rest? Fatigue accumulates, fam, okay? And what good was neglecting your mental and physical health if in the end, when it's time to interview for your internships, you're at home in the fetal position? Messing up the Holy Trinity will always end up hurting you in the end. That's why I literally created an entire tracker over on my Etsy shop, Kind Mind Academy, to remind you that these are essential, not to be tossed to the side, okay? Print it out, fill it out, keep them in check. Number 5, external motivators. The reason why you see so many back to school essential videos is that external factors like practical stationery items, clothes, and a healthy support network are just as important as all the other components in the academic hex. Having friends you can study and share notes with will tremendously help keep you motivated and engaged in school. Having a well-organized goal planner will 100% help you stick to your objectives and achieve your goals. But another element that few people talk about or like to talk about is physical appearance. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because I have an entire video called What You Wear Matters that I highly recommend you watch to really understand the importance of clothes and personal hygiene. Don't forget that one either. Side note, if you're looking for clothing pieces, backpacks, shoes, or other accessories for back to school, I would like to take a moment to introduce you to today's sponsor, SHEIN, as a good option to get your hands on all of those essentials and then some. I've been buying from SHEIN since my very first day at uni when I had a limited budget but knew the importance of personal branding. Now, what most people don't know about SHEIN is that they carry different brands in their online shop, such as Motive, Emery Rose, Romwe, Daisy, Musol, and my recent favorite, Simple Retro, which is a woman-designed and owned brand that started in New York City. I've been loving integrating their pieces into my existing collection, and I'm currently building my dream professional wardrobe with the help of SHEIN and the many brands they hold in store. I don't know about you, but I love me some elegant dresses, some comfy sweatpants and tees for those intense study sessions on my bed, and everyday basics like, I don't know, ribbed bodysuits, day dresses, and skirts so that I can always look and feel on point no matter the occasion. If you like any of the pieces shown in this clip or want to check out some more, I invite you to click the link in the description box. All of the items I've tried on are linked in there as well, and use the coupon code BTS449 at checkout if you end up seeing something that you like. Moving on to number 6, lapses and relapses. Here's the thing. The only certain thing about success is that you will inevitably fail at one point or another. We all dedicate so much of our attention and energy to getting good grades, to having these perfect routines and habits in place, that we end up looking like a deer in headlights once we slip up. And you will slip up. I did so numerous times. Don't use me as an example. You don't go to the gym one day or one week, you fall off your diet plan and you start neglecting your health, you miss a class and seriously bomb a test. What then? Yet another key component of academic success is learning how to take a punch. Why? Because oftentimes it only takes one mistake taken the wrong way to completely destroy the beautiful hex you've built for yourself. If you don't know how to handle failure, frustration, uncertainty, and challenges, you can even start to question your source. To help you with this last area, I've linked both a relapse prevention plan and an entire video on dealing with failure that you can refer to anytime and for as many times as you need, because I got you. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to me if you like what you see, because I'm back posting videos on a much more regular basis. Granny Anna's been on vacation, okay? I needed it, you can tell. Bye guys!